What's up, everyone? Today I'm making a video on the MSI players individually. Um, in all honesty, this is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be a hella long one. I'm about to pull up some stats too, because stats are important. Um, to get out of the way, I did not watch every team. I didn't watch every team. I watched most teams, but I didn't watch Secret. I didn't watch DXG, and I didn't watch Furia. So I didn't watch those teams, so I don't know what to do there. And we're gonna go from easiest to hardest, is what I'll say, because I think easiest is top lane. To start, Zeus is number one. Zeus is insane right now. Zeus has carried, just carried in general. Like, if I show his stats, his Jace is incredible. It's a permaban. You cannot let him have Jace. But then you have all these other characters that he also plays. Like, he's insane right now. Like, you can't really, out of anyone, you can't really let him do anything. After that, I think is Ben. Ben is also insane. I mean, obviously, BLG is that team where during most games that they play, but during specifically this tournament, he was one of their most consistent. Like, he was hella consistent. He didn't really throw any games. Like, he loves his Gnar. But like, look, everyone except Cassante is going positive. Like, he's hyper flexible. You can't let him have anything. So those are the top two. And then I would put a tier break here. Like, those are the top two by far. I'm just gonna move everyone up here real quick. Um, yeah, just insane. Genuinely incredible. I can't, honestly, I'll put the other three here and just rank them by stats, which is obviously not like the correct thing to do, but it's the thing I'm gonna do. Because why not? But yeah, actually, I did watch a Fury game. It was only one, but hey, we'll see what we can do. For third, I think it's Doran. I think Doran's just a really solid like side lane player. Like, the thing with T1 is that they are not balanced. They aren't like a BLG where they're gonna go like, we're gonna give we're gonna give, we're gonna give Ben his top lane pick. We're gonna let him pop off for a game. Oh, we gotta go bot lane. Okay, we're gonna give Viper his pick or Knight. And it's like, for T1, it's like, okay, we're gonna force bot lane every game, and then whoever's next is next. Like, his side laning stats are insane. And he's just good overall. Like, he's a very solid player that just doesn't get much attention from his team. Which happens, Like, it happens to the best of us. Whatever. So I think Doran's third. After that, I didn't, in all honesty, I didn't watch too many top esports games, but I watched like three. And this guy was really solid. Zuyun is like, he's pretty okay. Like, he doesn't really, he just doesn't, he plays late game definitely. Like, he waits for his character to scale, then he'll scale and he'll be really good. He's one of the few players that is hella Mbessa heavy, which is interesting. Like, I don't hate it. It's just interesting. So I think those are the top four. Obviously, they're all like the Asian teams. But then afterwards, you have this mid section. I think this is another tier break, but Broken Blade versus Kana is just the battle of all time, genuinely. Like, it's it's really just what do you want, man? Like, look at this. Like, Broken Blade has better stats or more wins, but like, it's really even. I personally prefer Broken Blade, but like, Kana's hella good. Like, while Broken Blade wasn't like the leading member on his team, Kana definitely was like a just carried multiple games. Like, Broken Blade is still hella good, and there will be a game where you give him like a character and he'll go and pop off. But it's really what you prefer, and I would say I prefer Broken Blade. Not by much, they are extremely close. It is quite literally, oh, I like this guy versus, oh, I like this guy. But after this is Dokla versus Morgan. Morgan had a very solid split, to say. Like, these are also really close. Like, again, it's really close. Like, it's really what you want. Like, Dokla's better in stats, unequivocally, really. But Dokla also has games where he throws. But, like, look at their head-to-heads. Like, better, 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 and then he loses this one, loses this one. Like, I think Dokla is someone who benefits from um, his team very heavily. Where if his team wins, he has a good game, and if his team loses, he doesn't have a good game. But like on, I think Dokla's really good, and I think he has always historically been a playoff riser. So I put Dokla over Morgan specifically. And then we get into this weird territory where I don't really know these last guys, but let's compare him to Guico. Like, let's see what we can do here. They don't play against each other, but if we look at stats, Guico's not great. Okay, cool. Um, let's try one. Like, I don't know. Now it gets more difficult. Maybe I won't try and rank them. Because apparently they don't have general stats. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is definitely a lot harder to rank. It looks like one's pretty damn good. I'm putting like there. Just gonna like I'm just completely basing it off stats, what I prefer at this point. Because I don't know. Like it's really difficult to rank. I'm gonna put Florin last. That's just gonna be my guess. I'm in all honesty, I have no idea because I haven't watched those games. Either way. Next up, the next easiest to rank is bot. Bot is pretty simple, and one thing that I'll say is that there are a lot of good players. Bot lane, definitely. Oh, Eddie. Okay, where do I even start? Um, this is tough. To start off, unequivocally, if you disagree, you are wrong. Pays is the best bot laner in the world right now. At this current moment, Pays is insane. And in the head-to-head, lost to Guma. But Pays is insane. Like, just look at this. Like, hella flexible, plays a lot, and he gets pretty banned in draft too. Like, he doesn't play a lot of the Xayah because it keeps getting banned out. But like he plays anything. If you give him a Mel, it's really dangerous. And Like, he didn't play bad during the HLE games, but we'll get to why they lost the HLE games. Anyway, he's the best. Second is Guma. I like Guma. Guma had a hella comeback because he kind of looked a little bit weak, and sometimes he does look shaky. There are times, I will admit. Actually, let me look at Viper's stats this split. I actually haven't looked at that. He also looks kinda whatever. Interesting. I think it'd be personal pick here then. I don't know. Viper's definitely a lot more of a solid pick. Like, he definitely sits down. He holds the game down for his team, while Guma will win a game more often than not, but also there's games where he just hints, dies early, and then you go, well, fuck, what do we do now? And you're kind of lost. But it's tough. Like, sorry, dealing with something. Okay, there we go. Um, it's difficult. Like, Gulliver, Gulliver's Viper is up to interpretation. After that, it gets weird. I think it's either Jackie Love or Han Sama, and it's like not that close. Like, you can really choose either or. It's difficult. Like, well, look at their splits. The issue is internationals, you know? Neither do well. Like, Jackie Love's stats aren't great, and if you look at the other guy, his stats are better. Like, I don't. God, it's tough. I think they're very even. I think we can. I'm gonna do the hot take and just put Hansama over. I think Hansama has had a very solid split. He definitely had games where he threw, but I think he also benefits heavily off of his team and how good their core is. Um, After this, I feel like it's just this order, really. Like, Callist is really solid. Like, I'm a Callist fan. I really like Callist. But, like, I don't know, is it Callist or Berserker? Like, Yeon's down there. He's not great. But, no, Callist is really fucking good. One thing to interject, um, all of these players are really good because they made the international. I'm saying they are bad in terms of compared to other people. I think the next easiest to rate would be mid. Oh, we can do support, why not? They're partners in crime. There. Just gonna do that for flair. I don't know. Okay. God, where do you start here? This is difficult. Well, starting is not the issue. I'll get that out of the way. Starting is very clearly Carry at first. Carry is the best support in the world, unequivocally, and it's not close. And it hasn't been close for years. After that, where do you go? Like, I think it's Delight versus On. I think those two have been really good, and I prefer Delight. I can't lie. Like, Delight has been really solid. His, like, obviously his Bard, but, like, even other characters, like, I'm trying to remember. Like, I really like his, where is it? I like his Nico. He hasn't shown, he doesn't play it a lot, but I like his Nico. I like, the Light's super solid. I really like, his pairing with Guma, and he has a tiny bit of glitch factor whenever you need him. After that, though, is where it gets difficult. Um, Fengwei or Labrov? I think Labrov takes it. I don't think it's real close. Like, Labrov has been super solid. I think, like, it's just, I don't even know. He's just, like, gets, like, a lot more, dominant of a lane state, like, hella early. Like, he plays only, like, the quote-unquote playmaker characters, which is interesting. But I like what he does. I think he is good for the team. And then after that, it's pretty easy. Like, Lucio's good, but he's like having like a pretty down split. I don't know. We all expected him to like pop off, but like he really is like the definition of eh. Like, I don't know. I just don't like what he's doing in general. His vision is so bad. And I don't know. I've never been a fan of Busio, but yeah. And then Isles versus Core. It's close. I'm gonna compare them head to head real quick, cause like it's really, at least in my opinion, it's preference again. And yeah, I prefer Core. I don't know. Like if we look at the stats, it's pretty close. In head to heads, actually, I'm really surprised because they won the tournament, but it's really close. I mean, if you look at stats, Core takes most of them except Vision, but in head to heads, they do lose pretty hard. So, and this is going back so far where it doesn't matter. Um, what if we make it this year? What if we make it recent? 'Cause, oh yeah, I want overall. Overall, Isles takes it, but Cora has most of the stats. So, well, let's do LCS lock-in. Okay, interesting. They are really close, I can't lie. And it looks like Isles wins most of the head-to-heads. So you can have Isles over Core. I I don't know why. I think Core will just pop off this tournament. I don't know. I think he's gonna play really good. It's close, and I mean, we'll find out. Mm. We will find out. Now we have the toughest ones. We can go mid because I think it'll be easier, but like this is where it gets hard. I can't lie. Oh wait, it's their support, I think. Wait, no, that's their jungler. Fuck. Okay, this is where it gets hard. Number one is Knight. Nidus had an incredible split. Like, he is unequivocally insane. Look at this. That is stupid. That is dumb. He has no weaknesses. That is insane. After that is Zeka. Zeka is also having an incredible split. Like, in my opinion, like, it's just insane. Like, Zeka's incredible. And then after that, it's Faker. I don't care what anyone says. Obviously, I don't think anyone will be combating this, but it's Faker. Faker's third. After that's Cream. And then, I mean, it's the same shit. Again. Caps. Like, in that final, like, you can't really, like, Caps is pretty good. I really like Caps. I, 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 I like his outlook. I hate Caps. I do not like Caps as a player. But he's popping off this season, I can't lie. And same with Kareem. Kareem's also having a really good season. Yeah, I guess just didn't get killed. Or these stats don't get tracked. Something weird, because there have been a lot of players that have like something like this. But Kareem's pretty good. It's kind of weird because he's a lot less involved, but he's just like a laner. He just lanes, he gets his state up and pops off. I'm like, it's the same shit again, where it's like, Quid didn't play great. Eh, let's compare head-to-heads real quick, just in case. I think I do that with a lot of America's teams. Because, I don't know. I feel like they're always close. A lot more than, yeah, this one's close. Okay. We take a look at the stats real quick. Man, it is even as hell. But then if you look at their head-to-heads, like, it's also even-ish. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Um, so now it's, who do you think will play well? I think Quid will play better, I can't lie. I think Quid will play really well. I really like what Quid has going. And yeah. And then Jungle. Jungle's so difficult. Jungle's the most difficult role every year, but this year specifically, it is a toughie. Also, my issue with these tournaments is that normally it is like a what's it called? I'm just doing this by people I've heard of. Sure, that looks about right. I'm gonna put Fang up, put Eddie at the bottom. I don't know. Either way, I think the issue is that there is a consensus, and it looks like this. If we take Jungle out of the way, because I have not done that one yet, like these top three teams are HLE, BLG, and T1, and it looks like this. And then the next two teams are like that is what's going to happen in this one too, and it just gets really difficult to rank because it's like, because watch this, you ready? Number one, in my opinion, is Owner, and I think second is Kanavi. Their head-to-head matchup was really difficult because Owner did not play well and Kanavi has his number. But if I'm comparing Kanavi, um, I think it's really difficult because Kanavi looked better against Owner, but I think Owner is just better right now. Like they're both incredible. This is both preference. I'm a T1 fan. I choose Owner. But like my issue with Kanavi is that he has games where he plays it incredibly well and he has a great lead. And then he just goes, okay, I'm gonna int now. And then he ints. And then you go, what the fuck? Why do you just do that? And then there are games where he is thrown. That is what I will say. It sucks. Then after that, Jun. Like Jun had an incredible split. He played great. Obviously, I think out of anyone, he is the one that benefits from um, he benefits from his team being the best, the most out of any player, basically. Because you don't really need to be an incredible jungler when your top is Bin, your bot is Viper and On, and your mid is Knight. You do not need to be great. But if we compare their most recent split, it's close between Jun and Tian. It's close, and Jun is better in most categories. So you can take Jun if you want. I like either way, I don't care. I think Jun's slightly better, but barely. And then after this, Skewmon comes into the conversation. I'm going to compare him against Tian. God damn. Jesus Christ. Obviously, the competition's a lot less, and this is a one team versus a different team, because, you know. But no, Skewmon looks like he's having a crazy split, which I would agree with. It looks like that. And then after it kind of does whatever, the last three teams, you can go either way. The way I would go is Inspired is better than Yike. I think Inspired's pretty good. I'm not a fan of him, but I think he's pretty good. And I think Jose Dioto's over Yike, but he's a rookie. He could fall apart this tournament. And I would go, that makes sense. Like, it really doesn't matter which one you have over the other. This is my personal tier list. I don't think it's awful. My only worry is that it looks like everyone else's tier list because that is what the consensus is, which is fun. Hopefully, it gets more interesting towards Worlds. I hope the teams even out and get better. Because if I can say, like, oh yeah, I think Skewmon's better than Jun, or oh yeah, the third best bot laner in the world, oh that's definitely Jackie Love. Like, that would be a lot more interesting than the top three is this, the 4 and 5 is this, and then do what you want with the other teams. But yeah, that's that. I mean, I hope you all have a good one. Bye bye.